in a van down by the river.
After prospecting for 3 hours, we finally picked out a spot at the river, my favorite spot to come back to. And there's a little bit of show of gold here, so we're going to work an area on the other side of the buckets here and see what comes up. We ran 6 buckets yesterday, and we're set up again this afternoon. We're going to run some more, and this time we'll get some more on film. We run a few buckets now, and the tailings are starting to build up. I just checked the catch basin there, and there's no gold there at all. The cons are starting to build up in the sloughs. So we'll keep going till we see some losses here, and then we'll do a cleanup. Okay, we're back out on the river. We threw a test pan. Only found about 7 colors. But kids are here today and the dog's out and we got a couple hours to play, so we're gonna play for a while. So, set up. Do a water flow test to make sure we're level. We already set our 7-degree pitch. And then we'll get digging some dirt and see what happens. Comes the water. There we go. Yeah, up a little bit on the right side. This part is the hardest part. That's good enough. We'll just throw some in and see what happens. This is pretty heavy sandy clay stuff. Sandstone and clay. And break it up with my hands. See what happens. Still like clay. Princess is up the beach yelling at me in her swimsuit to have her brother come swimming with her. Moisha doesn't want to go swimming. I don't think she's too hot yet. Everyone's here to have fun. Peyton's back there on a blanket sitting under a tree. And you can't tell, it's really windy today. Moisha's digging in the hole, aren't you, Moisha? Yeah. Now it's a little heavy on the right side. These things always settle as you go. That's beauty. Moisha, I want to dig here, dum-dum. There we go. You're laying in my hole. Get out of the hole. Go lay on the blanket with Tayton, dummy. What a goofball. Hi, Princess. Hi, Beauty. There's the beast. The beasts. What's the matter? Nobody go swimming with? You want someone to go swimming with? I don't think he wore his beach clothes. He just wore his street clothes. So what do you want? The dog? Well, call her. Tayton's not the dog. Moisha. Well, it's easy digging, but I don't know if there's any gold in here because that red stuff is awfully clay looking. And the gray stuff is like sandy clay. Sometimes there's black sands in that white gray stuff. Let's see what happens here. Prospecting is one of those things that starts in the pan and ends in the pan. You gotta prospect with the pan to find what you're looking for, and you gotta clean up in the pan at the end. Panning is your best friend. And this stuff is flour gold, and you gotta know what you're panning. Of course, panning is an awfully slow way to go through material. So, come up with a new method this year, and hopefully we can do a little bit more. My last trip was out to Sandy Point, and it was the best cleanup of the year. I'm very happy with that. Rained really good last night. Pretty good thunder shower, and then it poured, soaked everything. You guys gotta see this stuff. It's like red sandstone, but underneath there's this gray matrix, and it's really bentonitic. So I just take off down to the beginning of the gray and stop there. There isn't much in the sandstone either, but gold sticks to clay. So we'll hope there's some luck here. Oh. Kids are chucking rocks in the water. They're trying to make me think the fish are jumping. I love bringing the kids and the dog, or at least the dog. It's a nice place to go, but it's nice to have some company. We haven't done a cleanup yet. Gotta wait till the riffles get full with black sands to do a cleanup. You still see the bottom, and you can see in the expanded really good, and you still got room. You always want to see the expanded between shovels, see in the bottom of the riffle. So you know there's something there. There's room, capacity to hold more. Best bet on this flour flood gold is just to skim the surface, because it's so flat and light that it doesn't penetrate. It just sits in the upper sands. You gotta have some rocks and gravel of all different sizes so that it can hold the stuff in place. Otherwise, if it's just sand, it'll just flow right by. You need to have, the river is your sluice box. The gravel is your sluice box. The gravel is your riffles and your trapping place. You gotta have a place to trap it. You're just taking it out of the sluice box from the riverbank, putting it into your sluice box, catching it there. So you should go in and then sideways. The goose won't hold much, so I gotta take the big rocks out and just roll it in and let the water chew down the clay. There you can see some of that really gray clay, white gray. I always look forward to the weekends when I can come down, play in the water. Something very therapeutic about the water. Helps me forget about all the garbage from work on my mind, living in the city and all that stuff. More of that gray clay. I usually like to wash a little bit of it just at the surface because it has a static charge and holds all that gold in it. I put my super sluice down at the bottom, the sluice run, and every time it fills up, I shut the high banker off and just quickly pan down that one super sluice and see if I'm losing any gold. And it's getting full, so I guess we'll shut down after this shovel and check it out. Okay, that water's cleared up. Let's have a look. When you start seeing gold in this pan, then you know it's time to do a cleanup, or you're feeding too fast. There's some black sands in the riffles, but it holds more. You can get right up to the full of the expanded metal full with black sand before you have to clean up. It just keeps working its way down inside the black sand, and the gold gets trapped at the bottom. These pans don't take long to do. They're already washed and split apart. There's the black sand starting to peek through. The key to these super sluices is once you get it down to the bottom riffles here, where you can't wash any more out, then do your backwash. For me, with flour gold, you're not going to lose any to nuggets or anything. I just take it, wash it into my finishing pan, because everyone knows I like a black pan because I can't see in green. Run it through my kitchen screen. Bam! Wash out my little bit that's left here. Wheel it around to the flat side of the pan. Shake, 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 tilt as you're shaking, walk it right out to the edge, couple pullbacks, re-stratify, get the lights up top, wash it down to the edge, black stays at the back, couple pullbacks, do that once more, and then we'll just give it a couple of taps and roll it back and see what we got. This is the belly bump. Slowly tilt it back as you're doing your belly bump. Whoa, we got gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, time to do cleanup, I guess, or slow down what I'm doing. But I think we'll just opt for a cleanup so we can catch more and keep going. I can go back in the high banker. I don't bother cleaning out the top mat, I just clean out the bottom mat. Out comes the Alaskan dampener. Yeah. All right, who ripped it? Take that. Well, that's good. Always have something to put your wing nuts and your washers in, because you're sure the heck going to lose them out here at the river. And always carry spare washers. I haven't lost wing nuts yet, but I seem to lose washers. And out comes the moss. And there's a lot of sand underneath there. So I just plug in my pump for a second, wash that down. That looks better. Then I pull out my V-rib. Drop that in my cleanup bucket. Wash out the sluice bottom. V-rib goes back in. We're going to use a rolling action, where the rolling section is below the water. Bounce it out. This isn't back moss, so it cleans very easy. In goes the moss. In goes the moss. I'm still learning this thing. Try not to wiggle my Highbanker while I clean it out. Okay, moss is in. What am I missing? There we go. In goes the driving rifle. Expanded with the cut back here. Going this way. Bada bing, bada boom. Bob's your uncle. Clamp. One. Gotta hold my tongue just right. Two, and then the one and expanded at the bottom. Big washer, nut, last one dampener, hooks back in, and we're done. One cleanup. Okay, first cleanup done. Let's get back to it. Well, anyways, I was saying it rained last night. Thunderstorm, rained pretty good, so it's easy digging today. Usually I'm having to run it through the classifier, collect it in the bucket, feed the sluice, but not today. I think I'll find this rock here. Boy, there's lots of that gray clay. It seems like higher up the bank it's less gray clay, or it's deeper down. But here it's at the surface. After that rain, the clay's kind of hydrated and swollen a bit, so it's not breaking down as much as normal. There we go. How do these big rocks get down here? I think I'm a bad aim. I always dig out really well around the rocks, because the big rocks, because gold likes to settle in the natural sweet spots in the low pressure zone behind the rock. And the river's going that way, so I dig out around there. You guys chucking rocks again? No, you guys telling the truth again? Okay. Windy down here today, but that's nice because it's probably 30 or something, so helping keep things down to a tolerable level. Still getting lots of that gray sticky clay. Can't make my shovel go shallow enough. We'll work on that. I'll let it sit in there and wash for a while. Wash the dirt off of it, then pull the clay out. You work yourself sideways, keep putting in the big rocks into the places where you dug, you do your reclamation as you go. Or I do. So, did clean my cons this morning from last weekend out at Sandy Point. Sandy Point is about an hour and a quarter drive from home. This is just the other side of the city. But it's the best cleanup of the year. I'm very happy with it. Too bad it's so far away. Isn't that how it goes? Good gold is always a little bit of a drive. Unless you move to where the good gold is. It's about 4:30 p.m. Buckshot's on pretty soon, but I'll have to watch it later. Doing my own thing now. Keep rolling those rocks over, reclaiming as they go. Ooh. The reason I say ooh is because when you see that, I just want to see a little bit of it. I don't want to see a lot of it. Highly bentonitic. Doesn't break down very quickly. It just hydrates and swells. I don't think gold will penetrate it, but it'll sure stick to the top of it. So I always go in and go sideways. Oh yeah, she's full. There's quite a bit of little gravel in there, little rocks in there. That's good. You need to have a good matrix of different sizes of rocks. Better for holding gold. This isn't going to be a big long outing where we wear out the battery in our back today. This is just a couple hours out. And Abby says, you got to take the Highbanker. I was just going to pan and prospect for a while, but it's always fun doing this. The more you do it, the quicker things get set up. Do your prospecting trips ahead of time and then just go out, mark out your spots and hit it. Look, gray clay again. So I know when I've dug deep enough is when I see the gray clay. So tomorrow, the plan is start out before the crack of noon and go out to Sandy Point, have a good smash out there. See what happens. It works out good because my son's practicing getting his driver's license right now, so it's a good couple hours driving time for him. And I get to relax in the passenger seat. And sometimes on the way out I spend some time on Google Earth looking things over, figure out where we want to go. And then of course you always start with a prospecting task. Get there. No sense setting up until you find some colors. Otherwise you're just washing rocks. Okay, let's check out and see what we got in our pan. Always remember to stir that bottom edge where the riffles are, so it doesn't compact off in the riffles. Quite a bit of sand in this one. That's a good sign. Wasn't seeing as much sand in the last pan. It's a good mixture of rocks in here. Need small gravels. They really make good surface area to hold heavies. Oh, there's some black sand. Good sign. Once more. Wash out as much as you can. Now just to speed things up, I run it through the screen in my black pan. I do a lot of testing because I don't want to throw gold out the bottom that's loose. There we go. Pump, pump, pump. Roll it back. Give it the old swirl. 1.5 colors. That's great. That's what we want to see. Let's keep going. Oh yeah. Put my check pan underneath the bottom. Keep rolling those rocks over and filling your hole up as you go. I always check for the bottom of my shovel to see if I pull up any gray, and there's just a tiny bit there. That's exactly what I want. I want to get to that point, but I don't want to dig into it. I want to get a little bit of it. This stuff is sticky. I don't know if there'll be much in here, but I'll find out. Already dug that. Yeah, a little too deep here. Let's throw it in. Let it wash off. Yeah, see, clay in your sluice can rob your gold. The rolls down there can stick to it. Put the plants right through there. Wash the root balls off. They tend to get stuck in the bottom of your classifier. Screen is the only problem. Your grizzly screen. But we'll scrape it off. I bring a screwdriver and scrape down the grizzly when it gets plugged up to the point of where the water's flowing off the back of it. The other thing the plants do is they get stuck on your wing nuts and build up little islands. You chucking, huh? Grasshoppers are chucking rocks at me? Wow, they're big down here. I'm out with the clown crew today, apparently. When it sticks to my shovel like that, I know I got clay. We're not going to go for much longer. We got to get back to town tonight. Tomorrow's going to be our big day. Yo! Gonna do one more clean out and call it a day. Oh, my pan's already full. Let's stop and have a look-see because it's been a while now. I have to keep reminding myself the whole faces towards me. There's the black sands. That's what we'd like to see. Someone's gonna get hurt real bad.
It's gonna be you.
It's gonna be me? Are you gonna hit me with a rock? Anyways, let's get this down to... Boy, that fish are really jumping. Maybe they'll be helpful tomorrow. I'll need it. I'll take the pickaxe and make them use that. The kind of ground you need a pickaxe on. Seems like the better the gold, the harder it is. If you dig in sand, you're not going to find much. If you got gravel, it's going to be okay. If you got big rocks and gravel, it's going to be better. And when it's packed in there hard, it's going to be decent. Okay, let's roll it back and see what we got.
That's a naughty word.
One small color. Good, we get to go for a while longer yet. This is the cleanup from 8 to 10 cleanups at the my favorite spot at the river. Hope you enjoy.
I love gold!